Welcome back, my curious friends. Okay, show of hands please, who has already binged the entirety of season 4 of The Crown? If you have, don't feel bad. Right now the series is getting to what most people are calling the most interesting part of the modern history of the British royals. And that obviously is the introduction of Princess Diana into the show. But since we've already covered Diana from many angles before, and here we invite you to check out our playlist about the royals, today we will be talking about Emma Corrin, who portrayed the Queen of People's Hearts. Who is this new actress? What does this huge step in her career mean for the young star? Is there someone who currently occupies her heart? So fasten your seatbelts and stay with me to learn all about her. But before we continue, don't forget to hit the bell and subscription button and stay with me until the end. Okay, so obviously the most important question. Who is Emma Corrin? The actress was born on December 1st, 1995 in Royal Tunbridge Wells, England. Her father Chris is a businessman and her mother Juliet a speech therapist who hails from South Africa. Corrin also has two younger brothers called Richard and Jonty. Growing up, she had attended a Waldingham Roman Catholic school in Surrey. It was at that boarding school that at the young age she developed an interest in acting and dance. After completing her secondary education, Emma studied theatre at the University of Bristol, although she would end up leaving that school and ended up studying English drama and the arts at St John's College in Cambridge. There she performed as a member of a theatre group called Cambridge Footlights and appeared in 19 plays. So you see, curious, if you persevere and fight for what you want, the chances are that it will pay off. Her earliest acting work dates to 2017 when she appeared in a short production, though it was in 2019 that she got more noticeable roles. One of them was as Esther Carter in an episode of a British detective drama, Grantchester, and the other was in 4 episodes of an American crime drama television series, Pennyworth, in which she played Esme Wincus. And of course now, in 2020, the role that will surely launch her to an international scale, Princess Diana in the hit Netflix series, The Crown. And speaking of, are there any similarities between the star and Lady Di? In an interview with Radio Times, Emma opened up about the process of casting Diana, which according to her took nearly a year. A whole year! Well, I guess if you're casting such an important part, you have to make sure you find the perfect person for that part. The star also revealed that when she found out she would be playing Princess Diana, she was with her co-star and on-screen husband, Josh O'Connor, and that she was told that it was because they had chemistry. Though considering the fact that they have mutual friends and know each other, definitely helps to ease the tension. In preparation for the audition, Corrin had studied Lady Di's speech patterns with the help of her mother, who, as we've mentioned, is a speech therapist. She really did look out there, don't you think, curious? There is no doubt that this young actress is very professional in everything that she does, since it has been reported that she went through a training period of 6 months with a movement coach who worked with her on many different things, even as normal as how Diana would stand in a doorway. In addition to this, Emma watched Diana in her own words many times and even met with Lady Di's private secretary Patrick Jeffson. In addition to the above, she also read the letters that Prince Philip and Princess Diana wrote to each other, which helped her realize how much those two related to each other because in a way they were both strangers to it all. In an interview with Harper Bazaar, Emma talked more about those letters. She said that they had exchanged many of them and kept in touch even when Diana had fallen out with the royal family. She added that he probably felt sympathy for her as an outsider to the royal family because despite coming from one himself, when he started seeing the then Princess Elizabeth, he was also seen as an outsider. Corrin also said that she was fascinated with her role because in the show you get to see her turn from a young girl to a woman, and that you get to see her before she entered the palace when she lived with her friends and how normal she was before. Though it seems that height-wise, Emma was a perfect choice. Reportedly, the actress is 5'8", which is not far off from Princess Diana, who was reportedly 5'10". However, one of the most difficult scenes for Corrin was the one about Diana's eating disorder. In a Variety interview, Emma revealed that the show alluded to it, but she spoke with the producer Peter Morgan and asked to research it herself because it was important for it to be shown and portrayed correctly, as otherwise it wouldn't be fair to the people that go through it. She went on to add that it is a big part of people's lives and it constantly affects them and not just at mealtimes. Corrin's portrayal of the princess is when she is aged from 16 to 28 years old. The years where England's Rose met Prince Charles, gave birth to their their children and discovered that her private life was becoming increasingly complicated. As we saw in the trailer that gave us a glimpse of Corrin before the show aired in Diana's iconic wedding dress, the fans knew that the show would cover the wedding, though they might not have gotten exactly what they have hoped for with it. The one thing people surely have noticed of this show was how the actress was the spitting image of Diana. It is fair to say the resemblance between them is striking, though Corrin herself said that she had never seen it. Emma spoke about how her mother has been said to look like the princess and was often mistaken for her throughout her life. Speaking to Interview magazine, the actress was hesitant to tell the story, as to her it just sounds too insane to be true, though she did reveal that just hours after the tragic passing of Diana, her mother had walked into a cafe at a railway station in London and that had caused some people to literally faint as she resembled Lady Di so much. Well, curious, that surely would have been a big shock. Members of the royal family are not allowed to have their personal social media accounts. Fortunately for her, Corrin only plays a member of the family, so the rules don't apply. Her Instagram account is full of clever references to the crown and the iconic person she portrays, although there is no proof of her reported friendship with Harry Styles. Though you can find many photos of her with friends, photos of nature, and just general photos of her lifestyle. However, the former member of One Direction does play into this. To celebrate her getting the role of the crown, she got herself a puppy and called him Spencer. While appearing on the Jimmy Fallon show, she did say that since Harry lives nearby, he once dog sat for her while she went to dinner. Now, I know that some of you might already be thinking about romance, as I know that you like to gossip, so let us get to that part. Where Mr. Styles is concerned, the two became friends in early 2020. A source close to the actress told The Sun that the pair met at one of his concerts last year, since Corrin had long admired him. Though curious, if we're being honest, it's safe to say that she's not the only one. Since then, she was lucky enough to become friends with him. And if you want to know more about Harry, then be sure to click on the link displayed above. Reportedly, Emma even got advice from her new friend on how to navigate fame, because as you may have noticed, the premiere of the 4th season of The Crown has catapulted her career. The insider also said that those two are very private people and some don't realise that they're just good friends. Apparently they both share the same stylist, have mutual friends, and despite the relationship rumours that revolve around them, there is really nothing to it. But what do you think about it, curious? But what does all that success mean for the actress's bank account? Well, at the moment there is no information about what her net worth is, though surely it can be expected that soon she would be bringing home quite the paycheck. It is estimated that for a single episode of The Crown, she could have earned as much as $40,000. That's not so bad now, is it? But let's talk about the success of the series for a moment. 73 million households worldwide have tuned into the series since it premiered in 2016, and surely many more will decide to watch it now that they have brought in one of the most beloved women, not just in the history of Britain, but in the history of the world. Diana's arrival on the show comes just 23 years after her passing, and her funeral was watched by approximately 2.5 billion people while it was aired on television. In 2020, her legacy as a humanitarian and a fashion icon and celebrity still thrives. Maybe not just because of how much she was and still is adored, but also due to the public's intense obsession with her life. Ever since she started dating Prince Charles, Diana had been in the spotlight of relentless media attention, and in playing her, the same seems to have happened to Corrin. The impact that The Crown has had on Emma is unimaginable. In such a short amount of time, she has appeared on covers of almost a dozen magazines and is now undoubtedly considered as one of Hollywood's rising stars. The actress has always been cautious about the expectations for her long-awaited season. Speaking about it, she said, "I feel that there is a lot of publicity. It's probably just in my head, but I'm always wary of exaggerations because I'm worried I won't be up to it." Well, Emma, we don't think you have to worry. The critics have praised the 4th season, claiming it's the best one yet. Now that leaves us, and surely other people, wondering what the fans and critics will think of Elizabeth Debicki, who will take over the role from season 5 onwards. And if you want to know more about her, then check out our video by clicking on the link above. So curious, what do you think about this series and especially about Emma's performance? In your opinion, does the series show the whole truth? How do you imagine Prince Charles would react to it if he watched the program? And in this young actress's relationship with Harry Styles, just friendship? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.